peacocking.
Hello.
Welcome, friends. You're in downtown Los Angeles with your boys. You got KidLips, you got Groobies, and we're going to talk about how to choose the right printer for your brand.
Printing. Very important to know about. We're in this beautiful new park in the Arts District. Thank you, Arts District, for this beautiful new park. Printing is obviously core to manufacturing clothing. Just about all clothes have some sort of printing on them. Maybe not just about all, but there's a huge amount of clothes that have printing. You're gonna come into contact with printing when you're building your brand. You're gonna think about how do you wanna interact with it, what role does it play for you, and how do you find the right printer to help you grow. This is super important.
Totally, and I think as you're starting your clothing line, a lot of the perspective and mentality is, I'm gonna do everything myself because I'm cash constrained. And so you get to a certain point where you'll start to realize that you can't do everything yourself, and that'll kind of lead you on a hunt for finding really good, skilled people to take little bits of what you need to make the magic happen and to do it for you. And I think pretty early in that process, you're gonna be like, I gotta find a good printer. And so, KidLips, Groobies, we've been working on a little bit of a punch list. We're gonna do this one from memory of all the key things that you should know about a printer. What are things that you'll wanna know about a printer is what types of services they offer. Depending on the exact design and the quantities you want, you might need to do a screen print, you might need to do a digital print.
True.
If you're a clothing line, starting a clothing line, or you just want to deliver a quality product, you're going to need some sort of labeling service. So that could be neck print, that could be woven labels and getting things sewn in. If you want to create heat transfers, great. If you want to do pockets. So we say a printer, but it's really kind of like a manufacturing partner, and understanding where that line is drawn and whether they can deliver the actual product you're looking for.
Absolutely. So, there's so many services, right? There's plastisol printing, there's water-based inks, discharge. There's different ways of printing, just screen printing in general, but then there's also heat transfers. There's vinyl, right? If you have vinyl cut letters and things like that. There's fabric, maybe they do some sewing for you. They'll sew labels or they'll sew pockets. And those are all services that you want to know. Can they do it or not? And if they can't, maybe you want to find someone that has a little bit more services, or maybe you don't care. Maybe it's just like, you know what? I just need my discharge prints done. That's it. I know what I want. They're going to do it for me. I think there's a really core thing that a lot of people who are starting brands like you are looking for, which is samples. You want to make sure that you have a printer that can run one piece for you. And this is a great way to prove that your product looks good, you're happy with it. We have plenty of videos talking about making sure you run samples first. So your printer should be able to run a sample, hold on to that screen, wait until you see it and get it and are happy with it, and then go back to run quantity for you. And so that's important. You want to find printers that are cool with sampling. It might cost more, but it'll be worth it in the long term because you can check their work and make sure you're happy. That leads me to holding on to screens. They should be down to hold your screens at least for a certain period of time, and you should know that policy. Is it 30 days? Is it 2 months? How long are they going to hang on to my screen until I have to place an order? Or can I just buy the screen and hold on to it myself? Because a lot of printers will reuse screens where they'll won't have a ton of storage space, so they'll just reburn them and put another piece of art on the screen.
Another thing is just understanding how their pricing model works. Yeah. Different printers will want to charge for different things. There's a ton of different effort that goes into it. People can charge for screen fees, film fees, setup fees, placement fees. And then the way discounting works, typically you'll get a discount based on the number of prints that you want to do. But it's just good to know that going in so you can kind of plan your orders in a way that makes sense and make sure you guys get the best price. I'm gonna take another one. Another really good thing to get out is turnaround time.
For sure, I was gonna say.
Different printers are gonna have different turnaround times and different commitments. Some of them have busy seasons where turnaround times are gonna get longer. Sometimes they can turn things around quickly. So you kind of want to understand what the variability is and what to expect there.
Absolutely. I'd say one of the most important things that a lot of you are going to be thinking about is just quality in general. You want to go for a printer that has great recommendations, that has good references. Maybe you have a friend that's used them before. You know their companies. If you don't know anybody, ask them for references. Say, who have you worked with? talk to 3 of their customers and get a real feel for how they did. Because at the end of the day, quality is super important as you're building a brand. You want to be able to stand behind what you're making, and having those references, having that sense of confidence in your manufacturer and your printer is so key.
So key. Another thing to keep in mind is what the printer's expectations is for artwork quality coming in. Are they expecting you to do your color separations? Are they expecting you to provide print-ready artwork? Will they help you kind of talk to you, discuss your artwork with you, recommend things that are going to work, catch errors that you might make in your separation? And are they going to charge you for it? Where does that expectation lie in terms of artwork readiness? And it's kind of your own internal skill set. How confident are you you're going to deliver a perfect print-ready file 100% of the times and not kind of have an issue with a big job?
The artwork stuff is so important. Most people think, I got really cool art, why can't I just put it on a t-shirt? And really at the end of the day, the process of getting something from a photograph or an image online to a shirt requires a lot of finesse, and you really need to know what's up. So having that art dialed is important. If it's not going to be you, your printer's got to know how to do it.
Base garments.
He doesn't want to stop. This guy just is like, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Base garments, right? Can you provide your own base garments? Will they source base garments for you? How do they deal with errors? If there's a misprint, will they reprint it? Will they always fill the full order? If you deliver your own base garments and there's an error or an issue, are they going to pay for the error?
True.
So there's just the whole logistical process of how the base garments come in to the printing is something you might want to work out.
He's just a wellspring of knowledge, folks. And size of prints. Some have jumbo screens, some only have small screens, some can only print, so you want to figure out their print size, especially for the different processes they offer. People assume they can just blast prints all over a shirt, but that's actually pretty expensive and pretty difficult to do, and you have to have the right setup to do it right. So you can't print all over a garment unless you have the right tools. I'm sure we're forgetting some things.
Yeah, help us out here, guys.
Post them in the comments, let us know.
And or good experiences and bad experiences from printers. Dude, we want to hear that stuff.
Your war stories.
Yeah, war stories, because when you share that stuff with people, you help other people learn. And that's really what we're trying to bring to the table here, guys. And we need your input. So,
We need it. We needs it.
We want it. All right,
Thanks
guys.
for joining us. Thanks
Hopefully
for listening.
this helps you find a really good printer. So yeah, let us know.
Let it snow. Let us know. Adios.